All right, so hey, what's going on? I went to Atlanta, Georgia for the very first time in my whole life. I know everybody think all gays have gone to Atlanta. I've never even had a desire ever to go to Atlanta, ever in my life. But I went to go see a YouTuber there. I don't want to say any names because I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to get views or anything by using that person's name, but it's somebody that's very special, an author and all that good stuff. Of course, I flew from Dallas to Atlanta, of course, so it's somebody special. So I had a lot of fragrances because I didn't know what exactly I wanted to smell like because I was going to be around people that I didn't know. I went by myself. All the people that I met were people that were from all over, and even some down here that I just have never met in person. But of course, I had some fragrance choices. Now, at first, the thing about me when it came to this trip, I was really trying to talk myself out of it because I don't know if I've said it on this channel or said it before, but I am a caregiver full time for my mother, and it's hard. The job is hard, and it's also hard relinquishing the power. And what I mean by power is, how everything works, and so just giving somebody instructions on how to care for them like you do, it's kind of hard, and because you want to make sure everything is done right and that you don't come home to confusion. At least that's how my thought process was. So my aunt was coming here with my cousin to stay with my mom, and they didn't make it till about 2 o'clock. My flight was early in the morning. And so I was like, okay, this is a sign that I'm not going. So I was just trying to talk myself out of not going because I just never, when you're a caregiver, you really don't take enough time. I don't take enough time for myself. Like, I don't do a lot of things for myself because I'm caring for somebody. And so my life revolves around this. And so that when it comes to work or anything else that I have to do, I have to think about someone else, which is it's frustrating sometimes, but that's just how it is. And there's really right now there's nothing I can do about it. But I just try to find moments where I'm grateful. But anyways, my aunt made it around 2 o'clock in the morning, and so I was like, okay, so I guess I'm going. So I really couldn't sleep because I don't like schedules. I don't like having something planned for the next day. And I know that sounds crazy, but having something to do the next day or having something on my schedule, it gives me anxiety. So whether it be like hang out with friends or something like that, I get anxiety because I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. All the things that you could think of, I think about. And so, like I said, I've been trying to talk myself out of this trip, but it looks like, okay, you're going. So what is the first thing I think about when I come to grips with the fact that I'm going? What fragrance am I gonna wear? That's the main thing. I got everything packed. So what did I wear to the airport? Because I want to be light. Even if I'm gonna be tacky to the airport, which I wore jeans, but the thing about the airport, I wear 2 socks. And you have to take off your shoes, and then when I do that, I get rid of one sock, throw it in the trash. But I figured I would keep it simple for the airport. And this channel right here, I don't wear men fragrances. I don't wear what people typically consider men. It's mostly unisex. I think I maybe have one or two fragrances that are geared strictly for men, but most of my things are either women fragrances or unisex. But I think they're all unisex, because I wear what I want. So I went to the airport. Actually, I blended two fragrances together because that's what I do. I like to layer. I like to wear, sometimes when the fragrance is light, I'm going to wear something else. Or sometimes when I feel like, oh, this is just smell good with something else, I'll add something to it. But I didn't want to do too much at the airport. So I went in with, if you're familiar with Kayali, I have just about every Kayali fragrance you can imagine. So I went, these two right here. I have Kayali Vanilla 28 and I have Kayali Eating Juicy Apple. I wore these two together. So how this works with this, the fragrance that I want to be kind of more prominent I will wear it on my clothes and my neck. And the fragrance that I kind of, want it there, but I don't want it to be the dominating thing, I'll wear it on my arm. So with the Vanilla 28, because I wanted all about the apple. Because this right here, I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but I get the most compliments from this fragrance. I have fragrances that cost $200 or $300, but people comment and compliment me on this. So what I did with the Vanilla 28 is I, did the arm, and then I did the juicy apple. Now, why did I do this? Because I wanted to smell like, kind of a juicy, snack. Because with this right here, it has the red apple, the lychee, the sensual musk, vanilla flower. This one right here, Vanilla 28, I think it's brown sugar, vanilla. It's just really the best vanilla. And this is like my third bottle. I've had 100 ml, and then this is my second 50 ml. So I really love this. This is like a staple, but this is what I wore on my way to the airport, in the airport, all that good stuff. Now, the airport situation, it was very interesting when I got to Atlanta. I must have walked 5 freaking miles. Now, by this time, I'm frustrated with this whole trip. I don't want to be here. I have videos, and I'll try to insert them here. That's what it is. It's because I'm hungry. Yeah, that's what it is. But I'm just not feeling. I'm not feeling Atlanta right now. Maybe it's, like I said, it's probably because I'm hungry. I don't like the smell of this hotel. It's like a perfumey smell that's like, girl, y'all need to go back to the drawing board, because this ain't the smell. Like, I know y'all thought this air freshener was a bomb. I'm just irritated, and I really need to pick myself up. And then a lady at the front desk asking her a question about, food, and just got an attitude. Like, girl, I will cuss you mother out. Yeah, so I'm just irritated. Very irritated. I ain't with these people. I'm saying excuse me to you idiots, and y'all just got attitude with me. Well, they didn't get attitude with me. They got attitude with themselves. You better keep that to yourself. Like he was sitting there, worse than a gay man. These men are, Father God, we gotta pray for them. We really gotta pray for these men, because some ain't right. Some ain't right. I'm probably not gonna sit there, but I'm gonna keep my luggage over here. I know some of you girls like to put your luggage on your bed, which I think is disgusting. I don't even sit on my bed until after I take a bath. Any bed. I forgot to bring my hotel sleeping pallet. Out of all this stuff in here, look at it. What? It's black on. Yeah, it's black on. But why do I have all this and ain't got no sleeping pad? So I gotta sleep on this. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, it's just I was so frustrated with this whole entire trip, and then I was hungry, and I just felt like everything was just going wrong. And then when I called my aunt, they were doing something that was not planned, and so I was kind of freaking out about that. So when I got to the hotel, I was not a happy person, and I felt like this was a sign you should have stayed home. But I couldn't sit in the house, or not the house, but I couldn't sit in the hotel and sulk, because I had to meet with some people from a group, and we were gonna go out to see, it was a show, it was like a podcast episode that we didn't plan it, we just decided to do it like the day before. So I got a ticket the day before, and it was with T.S. Madison, who is an iconic trans woman, Candy from Escape, and Miss Pat, who I did not know. I've only watched a few episodes of the show, and by that time my free trial was over for BET Plus. But she was really hilarious. I was really impressed. But so I had to take a shower when I got home, you know, after that, because we were going to this show. And so, you know, I had a bag full of fragrances. I wish I would have kept it because I didn't know exactly what the fragrance was going to be. So I'm like, what am I going to wear to this? Now, this is not really the container I put it in. I actually put it in one of my gold containers, one of my face moisturizer containers, because this was too big. So I decided I'm going to go with Fenty for the situation tonight with T.S. Madison, Candy, and Miss Pat. So we have Fenty Eau De Parfum. So this is what I wore Thursday night. This was the night that I made it to. And by this time, I'm agitated because I think that it's a sign, because everything is going wrong, that I should not be here. And so I was like, I try to get a fragrance that's gonna make me feel good. And so this one right here this is my 4th bottle of this. Fenty Eau De Parfum. It is a white floor. It has magnolia, tangerine, Bulgarian rose, which is one of my favorite notes. I know people say rose smell like old lady, but that's fine. And so when I said I had a smaller bottle, it was for the Fenty Eau De Parfum body cream. So I mixed that after I took a shower. I put this on, and then I doused myself in this. Because I don't do that. I don't do all that. So after, you know, I put the body cream on, it's and so I was starting to feel better. So, you know, sometimes when I'm upset or depressed, I'll go in my closet and just smell my fragrances. Do this. It smells so, you can wear it all year round. This one just smells like, ooh, I can imagine myself being on a date, which ain't happened in a long time. Years, actually. But man, it just got a sensual appeal. I love this fragrance. I know people, it's like a, you know, either you really love it or you really hate it, but this just added to it. So I went to the event smelling good. Now, by this time, I started having fun. Okay, I was like, okay, it's starting to, you know, be all right. And so the next day, I had some business things to tend to, which was Friday. And so we had the event with the author that night. So it's like, what am I going to smell like tonight? Because, you know, the author / YouTuber is not kind of, but, you know, fine as fuck. You know, if there were to be, you know, a type, or not type, but if there were to be a man that I would think I would want to marry, it would be this person, this YouTuber. And like I said, I'm not gonna say any names because, you know, you can figure that out, but you know, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to get anything off anybody's name. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna go see him, and you know, I have a huge crush on him, so I really gotta smell good. So what am I gonna do? So I didn't know. But you know, after I got a shower, I had to start with the Fenty Eau De Parfum body cream. This was just, I didn't bring this because, you know, you can't bring it on the flight, but this stuff smells so good. And so, you know, when I first went, you know, downstairs, because I needed something downstairs. And so I was like, I put that, you know, my body cream on after I took a shower. And then I threw on this right here. You know, I love Kayali. Kayali is one of my favorite. And this right here is Kayali Elixir. And it's a floral, fruity, mysterious, sexy kind of, it gives you that Dubai type of feel with it, man. It's got red apple, like some rose absolute, patchouli, vanilla. Oh my God. So I just had this on. I went downstairs, and you know, I didn't tell you earlier, but the lady downstairs at the desk, she had an attitude when I made it on Thursday. So I was a little peed off at her, but I walked downstairs. She's like, you smell good. I was like, really? Thank you. So I was like, oh, so she is nice, or whatever the case may be. But you know, I feel like with these two, I didn't complete the, you know, the combination, because like I said, I want to smell really good, you know, just in case, just in case the author look my way and be like, well, you know, you smell good. Now, one thing I should say before, I ain't getting no compliments on this, you know, while I was at the event. But you know, it's all good. You wear what you want because you smell good. Now, this right here, this is not the full bottle, but this right here is Mind Games Checkmate. This is my scent bird thing. And this right here is champagne, patchouli leaves, tree moss. And so this is what I, and this, the elixir is what, you know, most of what I did with this was spray my clothes and spray my legs, you know, all behind, you know, in the booty area and everything. You just spray all over. And then, you know, you kind of top it off with, you know, Mind Games Checkmate. I felt, hey, wasn't nobody smelling better than me. But I had such a good time, and he gives the best hugs, and I wish that he would marry me. I think I put that on my bucket list to marry him. So, you know, I'm going to manifest that, and now holler at me in about 2 years, because mark my words, it's gonna happen. But anyways, we had a brunch the next day. He put on a brunch, and I was like, you know, I want to smell good today, but I want to be light because we're going to be outside. And so I went in with my Fenty. Fenty was taking over this whole trip. Now, this one, I don't know if it's still, you know, available, but it's the one that's the vanilla one. So after I took a shower, you know, doused myself in that. And then, you know, I don't know, Elixir took over too. So, you know, I doused my clothes. Because, you know, it has that exotic type smell to it. So I want to give, you know, a little exotic. But, you know, we're going to be outside. So I want to, you know, give a little something. But I had this right here as my topper. And this is, and I'm pointing it the wrong way, this is K. Ali's invite only amber. This has amber resin, black cherry, oud oil, sandalwood, patchouli. Now, I heard somebody say, somebody smelled good now when I walked by. Now, I didn't say thank you, but I knew they were talking about me. This is just something I need. This is why I need a boo. So, you know, me and that author get together. I know. But so yeah, I got me a few hugs. You know, I hope that, you know, my scent, you know, kind of, you know, trickled down or something. But, you know, I didn't get, aside from the lady at the desk and, you know, somebody saying somebody smelled good. Those are the only compliments I got. But I ended up overall really liking the trip. I was really so grateful, glad that I actually took a chance and actually went and kind of let my hair down for a little bit. I didn't mention that we did go to like a club or something, like 2 times, like that Thursday and Friday. So we did a little something, and I really enjoyed myself, and I'm really happy again that I actually went. Again, this was the star of the show. This right here, baby. Now it's a little expensive, but oh my God. And there's so many memories are gonna be tied, and it's so many. Man, this is gonna remind me of freaking Atlanta now, because, you know, when I smelled it just a second ago, it's like, it just brought me back, man. I had such a good time. It didn't start off right, but it really ended out, and I hope to go again, you know. You know, that's what my husband is, so I'm definitely going again. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna do a lot more videos, you know, about fragrances and kind of, you know, telling just a few little stories here and there about what happened, you know, what kind of memory, you know. But you ought to try layering your fragrances, wearing just one and, you know, done, or just, you know, that's it. We're not gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna make a video on how to make your fragrances last longer. And, you know, when I get this up, then we'll fix the setup, and then it'll be up and stuck. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, this is Durant signing out. Appreciate it. If you want your hair grown, Follies popping with Follie-Pop. Follie-Pop. Get that thin and edge grown. Follies popping with Follie-Pop. Follie-Pop. Fall in love with the natural hair again. This natural growth stimulant. Follie, 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 Follie-Pop. 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 Your Follies popping. Your Follies popping.